Welcome back to Crypto ATI. Gary here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $3.14, trading within a range of $3.13 to $3.33. We're down about 4% on the day. There's really no support here. We could drop down below that $3 range anytime, honestly. Let's go down that old rabbit hole. Let's see what we can find out. What if I told you XRP's price isn't bound by market cap math like Bitcoin, and that the $10,000 dream isn't moonboy fantasy? Banks, governments, and trillions in real utilities say otherwise. Let's pull back the curtain and see what we can find out. Yes, 10K at today's 59 billion supply equals 590 trillion market cap, bigger than the global GDP, stock markets, real estate combined. A shockingly extreme figure. But Tesla was a joke before it drove off. Skip the reuse of the vanilla math. XRP is different, designed for international liquidity, not speculation. The bridge asset, not digital gold. Banks, not hoarders, are the real game changers. Why is Ripple partnering with banks and governments globally? Xcurrent enables end-to-end track payments. XRapid uses XRP for on-demand liquidity, no pre-funded accounts. They just applied for a U.S. bank charter and Fed access payment rails. This isn't hype, it's infrastructure. If XRP becomes the backbone of global payments, velocity, not hoarding, drives value. Every bank wallet doesn't mean mass accumulation. It means constant circulation. This underlies the foundation, not the hype. Now imagine a token burn mechanism tied to usage, small per transaction, but with trillions flowing daily. Math freaks on Reddit suggest a hypothetical 17 billion XRP burn per year could slash the supply to 1 billion in a few years, turning XRP into a 10K token with a 10 trillion market cap. You know what that sounds like? Fiction. Yet more rounded models show 1 trillion daily use equals $20 XRP. 5 trillion daily use equals $98 XRP. Still far from the 10K, but meaningful. Keep the vision anchored in real flows. Could the governments use XRP as a strategic reserve? Maybe. Trump's proposed crypto reserve includes XRP alongside Bitcoin and ETH. That alone adds covert credibility and intrigue. Add to that, Rainbow might be using XRP for stablecoins. Ripple acquired a stablecoin infrastructure firm and is expanding into regulated global rails. Real rails, real institutional trust. The grand theory, XRP isn't just a currency. It's digital silver, liquidity oil, programmable collateral. If global financial plumbing funnels 100 trillion plus through XRP rails, maybe, just maybe, the math changes. Would XRP actually reach $10,000? Extremely unlikely, but not zero. Your call. Do you believe in bridges or in fantasies? Drop your comments down below. Banks onboarded, CBDCs using XRP, governments holding reserves. How does the price unfold? Let me know what you guys think. The world's largest companies are coming on-chain, a historic upgrade to traditional finance that will reshape the market access for generations to come. Telling you, Ondo Finance is going to be huge, and they are connected to Blackrock with their Beetle Fund, and connected to Ripple. That's why people say that Blackrock and Ripple are already connected and working together. In July 2025, Central Bank of Malaysia reports claims XRP may replace bank deposits as Bitcoin and Ethereum deemed unsuitable for payment systems. Private tokens such as XRP may be widely used as a means of payment outside the banking system in the future, replacing CIC or bank deposits. Meanwhile, a separate report labels Bitcoin and Ethereum as unsuitable payment instruments due to their lack of scalability. Bitcoin and Ethereum were only the distractions. They allowed Ethereum to flourish because of the smart contracts. And this is huge news. Philippine stablecoin launched on HBAR coverage. FinTech News reports the Philippines is stepping boldly into the future of finance with the launch of the PHPC, a Philippine peso-backed stablecoin supported by the BSP. Developed on the Hedera Distributed Ledger Technology DLT platform, HPX is a centerpiece of transformative multi-bank blockchain, innovative, involving top financial institutions including Union Bank, RCBC, Cantillon Bank, and the Rural Bank of the Philippines, a country that received approximately US $40 billion in remittances annually, nearly 10% of its GDP. PHPC promises to drastically reduce fees and transaction times associated with international money transfers by enabling real-time settlement and eliminating costly intermediaries. Overseas Filipino workers can send money home more efficiently and securely. Wow, that was a pretty damn good tongue twister. And the SEC just handed Ripple a fundraising cheat code. After 5 years of battles, the SEC just gave Ripple a pass. that lets it raise money like the case never happened. Here's the inside story and why even ex-SEC lawyers are shocked. From courtroom to cash flow, Ripple's legal war with the SEC officially ended this month. But here's the twist. They were still under permanent injunction blocking them from using Regulation D, the shortcut to raising private capital without full SEC regulation. That roadblock is now gone. The good cause waiver. On Friday, the SEC granted Ripple a special waiver, citing good cause to bypass Regulation D restrictions. Translation, Ripple can now raise private capital from accredited investors freely. No full registration, no months of filing, just straight up fundraising fuel. The biggest damn green light I've ever seen. How they pulled it off. This wasn't random generosity. The SEC agreed to dissolve the injunction back in May as part of the settlement, but the district court denied that request. Now the SEC has done it themselves. Ex-SEC lawyer Mark Fagel calls it a pretty blatant FU to the courts. I kind of like that. What this really means for Ripple, they can raise capital from private investors instantly. No more major fundraising bottlenecks. More fuel for XRP's ecosystem, RLUSD stablecoin, and global partnerships. The injunction stays on paper, but in practice, it's defamed. Enter Elizabeth Warren. While Ripple scored a win, Ripple's fiercest critic is loading her next shot. Senator Pocahontas is demanding tougher market structure rules as Congress returns in September. Her wish list: ban elected officials from trading crypto, strong consumer protections, limits crypto's ability to blow up the economy. The Genius Act shadow. She didn't attack the newly passed Genius Act, but she said it didn't go far enough. Her focus: stablecoins, corruption risk, and locking in strict safeguards before the next boom cycle. Some see this as Pocahontas accepting that crypto legislation is now inevitable. The question is how tough it will be. The final word: the SEC cloud is gone. Capital doors are open. Ripple just got a fundraising superpower, and Washington is already sharpening its knives for the next round. Will XRP's growth outpace the next regulatory storm? Comment down below and tell me what you guys think. And from lab to XRPL, collect, sample, sequence, and hash DNA protocol processing, anchor on XRPL. You own your genomic identity data. Immutable, encrypted, it's yours. I do see this as being very beneficial to the normal person. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto CI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.